So it's been a difficult summer, and it's now time to start off in Serie B. I'm cautiously optimistic because I think we've probably done a couple of good bits of business. We certainly made the club a little bit more sustainable, and we've still got a week to bring in a couple of players to hopefully improve the squad. It may not happen, but even with this squad, it's not that dissimilar to the squad that stayed up very easily the season before last, and it's almost exactly the same as the squad that started last season really, really well. We also have, in theory, quite a bit of transfer budget that we can spend, and whilst we shouldn't perhaps, I could actually spend probably about £500,000 pretty easily, and that would be fine. I'm looking for a couple of players. That's all I'm looking for, really, and it's a question of just trying to find those right fits for those maybe 3 or 4 players in positions that will be really pushing us on and trying to improve us this season. But today we will be taking on Vicenza, so let's get started. Right, and here we are with the team for the first game of the season. So we've got Agostini, new goalkeeper. We've got Papetti, Pizzoni, Colucci and Giliberti, a familiar backline. Rolla Pellicano, new central midfielder there. Straudi and Meloni, and Sommer behind Bolzan. And while Sommer is not new, he's new certainly in this position because it's a new position and really new to the teams. He barely played last year, just backing up Bolzan. I definitely don't want this to be the team this season. There are people missing from this team. It's just a question of finding who they are at the moment. But having said that, this first 11 is not bad. The 3 positions that I'm worried about are here. Meloni, Sommer and Rolla. Meloni was quite good last year. I just think we can improve on him. Sommer, definitely not his best position, and I want to find someone who's a bit more specialist there. And Rolla, well, he's been underperforming the last few years. Hopefully, though, he might be able to find some of his better form, and we could keep him. Who knows? It actually looks like we probably will be keeping him on the basis that no one wants him, actually, to be honest with you. But here we are then, against Vicenza. Playing in our beautiful purple away kit. My favourite colour. I love this purple and yellow combination, but the story of Zaffarana meant that we had to play in red at home, I think. It just made more sense. Rolla gets to the byline and crosses in, and Bolzan is there. It's a good start. Pizzoni and Rolla. Rolla's there again. Can he get the cross in this time? He can, and Bolzan is there. And what a start. Less than 10 minutes gone, and already 1-0 up in the first game in the Serie B this season against Vicenza. Good start to the season for sure. Good to see Rolla getting some good crosses in as well. We know that he is potentially a problem in terms of, I'm not sure if he's good enough, but today he seems to be doing well. And that's another goal. And Meloni has got got the cross into Pizzoni, and we are 2 up. What a start to this game. Have we given away a penalty almost immediately, though? I think we have. Yeah, we have indeed. Disappointing after a fantastic start. Let's see if we can have Agostini on his league debut. He's made a save. What a start to his league debut for Agostini, making a penalty save when we've just gone 2-0 up. Protecting that lead. I'm going to go a bit more defensive now. Just trying to protect this lead, be a little bit more cautious. In fact, going to be starting to think about time wasting and being a bit more disciplined. Just being a little bit savvy, a little bit clever, and hoping that we can see this out and get a good first game win. Meloni, Straudi. Sommer shoots, and Sommer shoots over the bar. But hopefully we are looking at a first half of the season where we are looking like getting a good win. We haven't dominated the game in terms of XG. We're slightly ahead, but we haven't dominated it. So perhaps slightly lucky to be 2-0 up. Certainly, I mean, I suppose you say that, but most of that XG, of course, is the penalty. So having missed the penalty, you see they've got very little XG other than the penalty. So actually, I'm being a bit harsh on the team there. We've made a very, very good start to this game. Pizzoni has had a very, very good game. Obviously, scoring helps, but he has. And Colucci's playing well as well. All these players I had some doubts about this season. Rolla had doubts. Colucci, I had doubts. Bolzan, I had doubts. Sommer, I still have doubts, but yes, I think that's that. Sommer, I still have doubts. And Meloni, I still have doubts, but yeah, this is a very, very good performance. It really is. And it looks now like we're going to win this game pretty easily. Jovic finds Bonfanti, and great tackle by Giliberti in a really tough position where he could easily have been sent off. Can we keep this out now, though? We can. It is over the bar. And it's looking pretty comfortable. Obviously, 3-0 helps. Bassett can come on. What a fantastic start from the boys. The team I'm starting to really grow to like. There's some players in this team I think are very likeable. I find it hard to explain this sometimes, but FM players do seem to me to get more or less likeable in various ways. And I do, even though I don't think he's good enough, I like Roller. That's probably partly because of the history he has with me. The same thing's true of Colucci. But there are other players in this team I like. Meloni I really like. I think he's a good player. Pelicano, who's a new signing this season, I've got a good feeling about him. Really good feeling. And Agostini, what a debut today. Really kept us in the game when could have if they'd scored that penalty, that really could have been a bit of a wobble. So it was really good that we sustained that, and this is now a fantastic start to the season. Could not have gone much better than that, I don't think. We will come back with another game shortly, but what a start this is. If we can keep it up in the second game, that would be remarkably good. I haven't actually decided which game I'm going to go yet. I'm going to have to check that before I cut to that. But an absolutely excellent start to the season there, with a 3-0 win against a team that we were predicted to lose to. And we are top of the league, top of Serie B. Now, pinch of salt here, because we know we had a fantastic start to last season as well in Serie B, and we still got nearly relegated. And the same's true, actually, in the first season we had in Serie B. We had a really good start, and we did get relegated. So this is not perhaps as good as perhaps some people are thinking, but it's a very, very good start, certainly. We will be playing at home in the next game, but I think this is still at the old ground because we are not moving until September. So my guess is it's going to be either Ascoli or Regina will be the first home game at the new stadium. It doesn't seem to say it anymore on there, which is strange. Let me see if I can add that in. Stadium, there we go. AC Zaffarana Stadium. Oh, we are playing at the Zaffarana Stadium. Right, okay, so it's going to be September, not August, not September, which is good. So in which case we're definitely coming back for the Spal game, because that will be the first game at the new stadium. So I'll see you in a second for that. So welcome for the first time to the AC Zaffarana Stadium. Brand new stadium being opened today against Spal. It's a shame that there's not a little bit more in the game about that. Like, if you open a new stadium, that should be a big deal. Hopefully we can continue our good start to the season. I want teams to fear coming here. So we have got, it does look a bit new, I have to say. It's not quite the same as the old one. It doesn't look like state of the art, but then you wouldn't expect it to. It's still a tier 2 side. It's pretty good. It's pretty cool. So welcome to our new home, folks. And Spal, the first opposition here. Papetti now. Crosses in, but can't find the head. And Sommer hits it over the bar. Promising start, though. And just as I say that, of course, Spal on the attack. But we are holding firm as I speak. Done well, actually, to push them back a bit. DeVito. See, every time they almost get through. Now Bostini is there. Of course he's there. Making a great start to his career with us. Papetti to Rolla. Can't quite get that through there from, was that Pizzoni or Pelicano, I think it was. Bolzan shoots and not quite on target that time. But we are looking promising. We're having shots. They're not the best shots, but they are shots nonetheless. Esposito shoots and Di Benedetto can't quite get the rebound in. And we've cleared it. Sommer now. Can he make something happen? The shadow striker, as he is now. Papetti. Can he get the cross in? No. Rambaldo tackles him and we just get the throw in. Courage Sommer, because he's a bit nervous. Seems to have worked. Rollo's also a bit nervous. Let's do the same. It seems to have worked as well. Courage does seem to work with most of these players. He's aggressive, so I'm going to tell him to calm down. Sommer. Terrible ball there. And Juara now. DeVito. Sommer gets away with it there because it was his turnover that led to that chance, and now he gets sent off. He's had a bit of a shocker, really, Sommer. I mean, we don't have to change anything. It just takes out the shadow striker. I think I will therefore play Bolsan as a false 9, just to bring him a little bit further back. Without that support from Sommer, he will be pretty isolated as an advanced forward. Giliberti. We do get too many red cards. We set a record for worst discipline last year, and there are a lot of red cards. We're finding ourselves down to 10 men far too often, and 9 men a few times as well. Arno now. Stradi. Shot there from, was that Meloni? Yes, it was. Decent shy, but not really the kind of shot that's going to be often getting us much. Meloni with the cross, but Roller picks up the loose ball, and Meloni's offside this time. Decent first half, nothing special, but decent. Let's try and make sure we can leave this stadium for the first time with a win. We did, of course, lose in our final game at the Zaffarana Stadium. So at the Zaffarana Stadium, or AC Zaffarana Stadium, or whatever it's called. Similar name to the old one, unfortunately. But whatever it's called, we just want to make sure we start off with a win here, really. Bolzan, Meloni now. Roller takes it up. Can he get across in? He can't. Giliberti gives the ball away. They are looking a bit threatening lately. Agostini picks the ball up, though. Colucci. Very, very long ball. Unnecessarily so, really, from the keeper there. Since the red card, we have been under quite a lot of pressure. Unsurprisingly. Pelicano off for Vignola. Colucci to Stradi. Meloni now. To Bolzan. Roller. We're looking threatening again. And yes! Roller finds Meloni and we are 1-0 up. Hopefully we can get our second win in recent times with just 10 men. Actually, I say second. We've won quite a few games in the last few videos with 10 men back through to last season. Great header that by Meloni at the back post. Can we see it out? I'm going to bring off Meloni now. We've got Cristiani to come on for his debut. Guichard's only going to get a couple of minutes, but that's okay. He's only a youngster. Player we're hoping to get on loan on permanent deal at the end of the season. Obviously, when we hit January, I think we can then sign him on a pre-contract. So that's what I'm hoping to do. Whether I can do that, I mean, I know in England you can't do that with domestic players. I don't know whether the same's true in Italy. It's not something I've done yet, but maybe I'll be able to. Who knows? Juara. Agostini with the save. And it looks like we're heading for another win. Juara now. Crosses to Giovannini. Can he get the cross in? He can, but it's too high, and Agostini gets the headed back. And hopefully that should be that. It is. And AC Zaffarana have won again. Really good performance. And we have really started well here. 2 games, 2 wins. And AC Zaffarana Stadium is christened with a 1-0 win against Spal. Despite being down to 10 men for 50 minutes, I am pretty proud of the boys there. So that's a fantastic start. Can't really ask for much more than that. And we've kept 2 clean sheets in a row as well. We will be back later on. Obviously, I'm going to let this sort of play out a little bit and see, but I am tempted to do the Juventus under 23 game because they have been promoted to Serie B for the first time since I've been here anyway. So it'll be the first time I'm playing against a Juventus team. I don't know how good they're going to be, but I'm thinking that Juventus game might well be something quite fun to play against Juventus players, even though it's not actually Juventus. Obviously, they're a team that can't get promoted because Juventus are in the Serie A, but it will be interesting just to play against them. A Juventus side. We will play Juventus plus someone else, depending on who's sort of near us in that time. So it'll be someone between perhaps Crotone and Frosinone, one of those teams plus Juventus. We will be back for that. 11,336. So I was wondering about whether it was worth building this new stadium, but it definitely was. We were getting under 5,000 in the last stadium. We're getting much bigger crowds that now, and that's surely going to help in terms of the finances. Hopefully, we can start seeing some positive movement in this area here. Income-wise, look at the season tickets. This season, we've got £854,000. It's not a huge increase on last season, but hopefully where we will see it is there. Already 133,000, well, nearly 134,000 in gate receipts. The whole of last season was only 400,000. So hopefully we are in for a boost for the finances, and hopefully that means that this is not quite right. I don't quite know what this is telling us, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to keep making a profit if we keep getting those kind of crowds in, and if we keep winning, we certainly will. Obviously, that's a big if, but there you go. Still, it's a good start to the season. 2 wins in the league, and that's all I could really ask for at this point. So join us tomorrow when we will be back for Juventus and for someone else, and I will see you then. Bye for now.